Yesterday we had really weak close. We've traded almost all the way uh, down to the lows, and overnight had even a small gap to the downside and traded lower, challenging this singles base from 2 days ago. And now we've seen some weird action within the last hour with this spike down. I think it wasn't even the data because any news should be at like a few minutes ago. So we just flushed those longs, and now it is back up. Kind of weird, but it throws me a little bit away from this current market. I'm not sure what today can bring, but we've seen 2 overnight sessions with now like double point of control, which is very prominent, that has not been tested. I think that it should be at one point, and we've been trading around 20 points lower most of the time during the overnight, so I'm not even sure how to qualify this overnight inventory, if it is short or now it is getting long. I think that this one was the reset a little bit, so we might see some squeeze coming. But with relation to yesterday and to 2 days ago, we're going to open lower, and after yesterday's failed, well, it was quite impressive rally, but it basically failed right in the middle of this gap, and it rolled over back to the value. We've closed below value from the day, and within around the middle of previous day's value. Now we are trading around yesterday's lows, so if we see an early move to the downside, I'd like to see an exhaustion. Hopefully it will be visible. So if we trade lower early on, I'd be monitoring first excess below yesterday's low, and later, for example, if we can bounce from this area, but it will be quite hard for me to enter those trades. If we reject yesterday's low and, for example, start building TPOs within yesterday's range, then I'd be more likely to enter longs. If we trade straight down or start building TPOs here, then I won't be catching falling knife. Not sure if I can trade here or even here to the long side. It's going to be risky with all this volatility. The month end is also today, so we might see some bigger moves. One short idea is that if we trade lower below yesterday's low, then on a pullback trade this move. So this is going to be an interesting play. If we fail around overnight highs, for example revisiting settle and failing lower, then trade to the short side, targeting first yesterday's low, and then those lower references going to be very interesting. And if we trade higher, maybe on this scenario I could enter long if we start building TPOs, or if we retest this area which holds. So this would be another shot for longs. I'm not sure if we can break yesterday's high. It is poor, but given we are around the lows, it's going to be an outside day, which is well possible. It is within current volatility of last 2 days, but I'm not sure about this. But being month end and after this quite strong move to the downside, I am going to be very cautious today with trading. Maybe even won't trade at all.